So the first thing we're gonna do for our dynamic warm-up is stationary skips. Now for all of these, you can take them on the move if you want. For right now, I'm just gonna do them stationary just in case you don't have much room. So we're just going up with the right, up with the left, just like we're running, and vice versa on that other side. All right, I'm staying stiff with the feet, so I'm not letting my heel collapse. I wanna stay on the ball of the foot, and I'm just gonna go about 50% of my max speed. I'm not going too fast yet. We're gonna go for 30 seconds on the skips. For the seal jacks, it's basically like a jumping jack, except I'm gonna coordinate arms with the legs. So I'm gonna go over with the right and over with the right hand at the same time, back to neutral, over with the left hand. And then I'm just gonna speed that up. I'm gonna get a good little rhythm going here, maybe somewhere between 30 and 50% of your max speed. So we're not all out, we're just getting that blood flowing. We're gonna go for 30 seconds. For the over-under hamstring stretch, I'm just gonna go over with the left leg. I'm gonna come down, touch the toe. Now, if you can't touch the toe without rounding the back, then just go mid-shin or even to the knees, just as low as we can, but we don't wanna go to the point where we have to round our back. Okay, so I'm gonna get down, touch my toes, back to neutral, and then I cross over the other way, and I'm going the other side. All right, we're gonna go 5 over and back. So it's 10 total touches. For the quad hamstring leans, I'm just gonna go into a quad stretch. So I'm gonna pull my right foot up. I wanna make sure that my heel is touching my hip in that position, and I'm not out like this. I'm keeping that knee in. Now from there, I'm gonna keep the left knee straight, and I'm just gonna go into a lean as low as I can. So I'm getting a really good stretch in the quad by going down and getting my knee back. I'm getting it into the hip flexor a little bit more, and I'm getting this hamstring a good stretch, and I'm also working on my balance at the same time. I'm gonna go 5 leans, and then I'm gonna switch over, 5 leans on the other side. For the hip opener, we're gonna go push-up position. I'm gonna go left leg up outside this left hand. Now from here, I'm just gonna rotate up and hold 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna go elbow down towards the floor. We might not be able to touch the elbow to the ground, that's okay. Let's just get as low as we can there. 1, 2, 3, and back up. So 3 there, 3 there. I'm gonna go 5 cycles, and then I'm gonna switch to the other side. 5 and 5, same thing. For the adductor hip flexor combo, I'm going lateral with 1 skip. So it's 1 skip lateral, and I'm going down. I'm trying to touch this floor. Keep this knee straight because I want to get that stretch on the inside of the leg in this adductor. I'm going back with the hip like I would in a normal squat, and I'm getting nice and low, touch the floor, and I'm popping out to that other side. All right, so let's just hold about 1 second at the bottom and pop out. I need 5 of these down and back, so it's 10 total. And then I immediately go into a hip flexor. Same thing with the skip. And now I land, I turn this foot forward, I pivot, I'm here, knee a couple inches off the floor. I'm gonna rotate, hold 1, and then come back. And it's to the other side. At the bottom of this stretch, I'm gonna get that really good stretch in the hip flexor, and I always need to turn towards the lead leg. Don't make the mistake of going here. You need to rotate towards that lead leg as far as we can, and I'm gonna feel it through that hip flexor, and then I pop out to the other side. For the overhead deep squat progression, I'm going high with the hands, basic squat stance, so I'm a little wider than shoulder width. I can point the toes out just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna go here. It's gonna be a hamstring stretch. 1, 2, 3, keep the hands down and come into a deep squat. Try to stay back on your heels if you can. 1, 2, 3, rock forward. So I'm on my toes now. Drive the knees out with the elbows. Hold. 1, 2, 3, rock it back. Heels back down to the ground. 1, 2, 3. I need 1 hand up, 2 hand up, not out here. We need it back behind the head and stand. All right. So that's 1 cycle. We're gonna go for 3 of these. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, lean. 1, 2, 3, heels back down. 1, 2, 3, 1 up, 2 up, stand. All right, if you cannot get down in that deep position, then let's just go as low as we can right here. And then on the lean, it's just gonna look like this. All right, and then we're gonna come back, hopefully parallel to the floor, 1 up, 2 up, stand. We just got to get as low as we can and every day try to progress so that we can get lower and lower, better range of motion. So for the hip bridge, it's gonna be a very basic hip bridge. Even if you're an advanced athlete, I want you to do this version. So we're gonna get up nice and flat in a hip bridge. I need to be flat through the hips. I'm driving through my midfoot right now. And now I'm just gonna squeeze my glutes together as hard as I possibly can. So just holding in this position isn't that difficult. But if I squeeze my glutes together as hard as I can so they're rock solid, I'm gonna get a really good isometric contraction, and I'm gonna activate a lot of muscle fibers. And we're just gonna hold in this position for 25 seconds with a full squeeze and then relax. This is all for hip activation, getting those glutes fired up. It's the most powerful muscle in the body, so we gotta get them revved up for our session.